May the whole world enjoy prosperity, happiness, and peace. May the whole world enjoy prosperity, happiness, and peace. Be blessed by the divine. Good morning to every one of you. There was a Tamil poem which I read it somewhere, and I will translate it in English now. It's not Maharishi's poem, some poem which I found in the net. Remove the dust from the corners of the room, whitewashed the walls, painted the grill rods, brightened the room with light bulbs, cleansed the floor too. What is the use of doing all that? I did not get even the privilege of dirty home because I was inside the jail room. That was a poem written by somebody. I am just extending the creativity of that poet as a Vedatriyan, and I think we are living in this earth for 120 years or 100 years. Are we also not in jail, like that cell in the jail? All our great ancestors, they all don't want to live like a jail. They want us to get liberated from all that pain and pleasures which is experienced by 98% of the population. Even Maharishi says in his first book, first page, first topic, most of the human beings, they want to enjoy happily, they enjoy happiness all the time, but who crossed beyond pain and pleasure? They always experience one of the two, either pleasure or pain. But there are two more feelings above that, which is peace, and above that, bliss. And being in bliss, enjoying the blissful state is the purpose of birth, which we can get it only if we can realize the divinity. There are many ways gave by great sages and spiritual scholars to achieve that divine realization. You have four major different variety of yogas like karma yoga, bhakti yoga, raja yoga, jnana yoga, hatha yoga. There are many yogas practices to achieve that realization of divinity in me, in everything, in everywhere, right? And Maharishi has given a beautiful practice, meditation, to get that into our blood. That meditation is called Thuriyatheeth meditation. Such a beautiful meditation, if we can practice it every day twice, I'm sure the knowledge what we gained from all these classes, we can put into practice in a very fast way, very fast manner on day-to-day affairs. So such is the power of that meditation, and we are going to have we will try to understand in depth about this meditation from A to Z. And what are we going to discuss in today's class, the agenda for today's discussion. We all know that meditation, and let's just recap quickly what exactly we do when we do Agna meditation and Turiya meditation, and how it is going to help to achieve or practice Thuriyatheeth meditation in full with full benefit. And what is the basics of Thuriyatheeth meditation, and what are the specialities of this meditation. And the third is how to do this meditation, and why we are not able to fully enjoy the meditation of Thuriyatheeth or fully realize the benefit of Thuriyatheeth meditation. What are the reasons? There are around 6 reasons which we will go through that. And then what are the benefits of this meditation? And then finally, after learning this meditation, after practicing this meditation, what is the next step? What should I do at the end of practicing Thuriyatheeth meditation? So these are the 6 questions we will try to analyze in the next 45 minutes or 50 minutes. So now meditation, we all know that the purpose of birth, why we live, we want to become one with the reality. Sorry, one with the supreme or the absolute space or the divinity. Then the divine knows everything. Divine can do anything. So whatever I think it will happen, or what is possible only I will think, that is a blissful life. I can live a blissful life. For that, I need to become one with the divine. That is called state of samadhi. Sama means equal. Adi means the primordial state of divinity. because what we see here today, what we see around us is a manifestation of that primordial divine state. So there is a difference between the manifestation and the origin, right, or the state. So we have to become same. We have to become one with that divine state, and that is the purpose of our birth. Now, if I want to become a general manager of a company, I need to have an appointment letter from that company to work as a general manager. Number one I need an appointment letter. Second one, I need where is that general manager is sitting and what is his power and how can I at least be equal to general manager, if not better than the earlier general manager, right? So I need to know where the general manager is sitting, where is his office, and what he is doing it. That's the second one. First one, I should be eligible for it. The eligibility to become one with the divine. The general manager is the divine. I am just comparing that for easy understanding. So if I have to become one with the general manager, that means one with the divinity. I need to have an appointment letter from the divinity that yes, I am now working. I can work as a general manager. Now I also become a divinity or God. The eligibility is Thuriya meditation. Thuriya meditation is the preparatory stage or for Thuriyatheeth meditation. That is why it is called as gateway to divinity. If this gate is not open, the lotus is shrink, no use. If the lotus is opened up, then only the divine energy can flow inside me. I can elevate, I can enlighten myself to reach that state of divinity. And if that gate is closed, I am not eligible at all to realize the divinity. So, Turiya meditation is the preparatory meditation for Thuriyatheeth stage. Then I have to become one with the divine. To become one with the divine, I need to know who is the divine. We all, I'm sure there are around 45 people, we all know that what Maharishi's concept of about the divinity, theory of self-transformation. Whatever you see in the room, you remove everything out because none of the material which is in my room can be a God. God has to be there everywhere, right? In dust as well as in pillar. So God has to be there everywhere. Anything I see in my room cannot be a God, including myself. Throw everything out. Only the walls are there. Okay, remove the wall. Then the remaining is air. Suck the air out. Then only the space is there. Where nothing is there, but the space is there everywhere. So what Maharishi's concept is, the before everything is evolved, what we see as a room, air, heat, all that, only the primordial state of divinity is the absolute space where nothing is there, but everything is inside, but was not manifested. So the absolute space is the divine state. That absolute state is the ultimate state where we all have to become, not only we all, even a pen or a paper, it has to become one with absolute space at the end of its life. So we started from there and we have to end our life there. So the journey of that absolute space from the primordial state to the end state, we are there at the last stage of evolution because the sixth sense human being can understand where we came from, where we have to go and how to go. So now I know Samaya plus Adi, I have to become one with the absolute space, right? If I have to become one with absolute space, I carry a lot of luggage. Unless I remove all my luggage, I can't be one with absolute space. Because absolute space is nothing. Though everything is inside, it has nothing. So I also need to throw out whatever I carry within me in this birth. Otherwise, I can't become one with it. So now we know where I have to go there. Means I have to become one with absolute space. Where is absolute space? It is there everywhere. So it is very easy to become one with it. No, it is very difficult. It is there even in the phone or even in the book. Even in the book it is there. But if it is there everywhere and even if it is within me, is it not easy to become one with it? It is very, very difficult because every atom has absolute space 99.999999. If put 9 nines percentage, that percentage is occupied by the absolute space. It should be easy, but atom is very small, right? I have to shrink to the size of atom and then inside the absolute space, it is very, very, very difficult, but it is possible. I myself have tried that as well. It is possible, but Maharishi has not chosen that way. though there are a couple of meditations on the internet to reach absolute space through this method. Maharishi's theory of transformation is whatever manifested form of divinity which you see in the universe, which is occupied by only 4% according to science, right? The remaining 96% is beyond that universal field and surrounding the universal field where there is pure, absolute, infinite space is there. We are going to elevate ourselves to that absolute space and become one with it. If we can practice that, then it is nothing like that, because it helps us in a big way to become one with the divinity even on day-to-day affairs. So Maharishi has devised this meditation of Thuriyatheeth meditation. What we are going to do, we will first meditate in our body from Agna to Thuriyam, and then we will expand from our Thuriyam stage slowly 1 feet away from Thuriyam, because we have a magnetic body around us. So it is easy to rise our energy from Thuriyam to the place called Dwadasangam, 1 feet away, 1 feet above our head, center of head, which is much, much easier because it is still within my boundary of causal body or magnetic body, right? Then I go one by one to the absolute space, which is like the white thing in an egg. The yellow thing is called the complete universal field. Egg has a shell cover, but the absolute space has no limit at all. It is ever ending, means it is infinite in size. So that is how we have to go to that absolute space and become one with absolute space. Now, why it is called simplified Kundalini Yoga? Kundam means fire. You know, water falls from top to bottom. Wherever you put water, it will go to it will flow towards the lower area. Whereas fire, wherever you put the fire, it will go upward. And our Kundalini Shakti is like a fire. But 90% of that Kundalini Shakti is dormant in our Muladhara chakra. So by initiation process, it is energized. Now, like a fire, it has to flow upward, upward, upward. Where from Muladhara chakra to the highest chakra, which is Thuriyam meditation. So that is the preparatory stage. And why it is called a simplified Kundalini Yoga? Earlier days, people have to renounce everything and go to the forest and sit in pranayama. By breathing, they have to raise this energy from Muladhara chakra to this chakra. It will take years, 10 years, 20 years. Whereas Maharishi has simplified this so that whatever we have been doing it so far at our home, eating, whatever, all that you do it as it is without a single change. Add extra half an hour meditation or 20 minutes meditation. Such is a simplified form of this Kundalini meditation. So it is called as Sky Yoga. Now what we do in Agna? In Agna meditation, we observe the movement of Akash particles between the eyebrows. Each Akash particle is the smallest in size, lightest in weight. Each one is spinning on its own. Millions of such Akash particles are there. That's what we observe, that movements of Akash particle in Agna. And then once it is rise, and then when we do Agna, what happened is we feel the presence of energy in that. There are 5 stages in meditation. The first stage is the feeling. In Agna, Maharishi took us to straight away to Agna to feel the presence of life energy particle or the presence of Kundalini Shakti at Agna chakra. So the first stage of meditation is feeling. There are 5 stages. So we feel here. Then the second stage of meditation is rising. What we do from Agna, the masters have given initiation to Thuriyam. So risen from Agna, Muladhara to here, risen. Now again Agna to here. After feeling the energy, it is taken up to Thuriyam, which is at the center of head, crown chakra, Sahasrara chakra. It is risen to there. So Thuriya chakra. So we meditate Thuriyam. In Thuriyam, what we do, again we observe the movement of Akash particle. But after 2 months, 3 months, there is a slight difference is there. The life force and mind. Mind is observing the movement of life force. Now mind has to become one with the life force. That is the ideal, ultimate experience. We should get it in Thuriyam. If we can get that experience, Thuriyatheeth, very easy to get full the realization in Thuriyatheeth meditation. So that is what we do in Agna and Thuriyam meditation. Now our mind, I just compare it like a music player, in your WhatsApp or whatever audio you have. When you click any audio song or anything, it will go like that. This is the cursor of the song. If that song is for 40 minutes, for example, now the cursor is at 14 minute, and you play the song, you play the button, and then the cursor will move from 40 to 14, 8, 7, 0. 0 means song is over, dead, no sound is coming that, right? So our mind frequency moves or works from a frequency of 0 to 40 cycles per second. 40 is here, and most of the human beings operate in the range of 14 to 40 cycles per second. Throughout their life, they are operating between this range, except very, very, very rare occasions, mind frequency goes below 14 for most of the people. For some people, for scientists, for example, always below 14. Sometimes only they go above 14. For monks, meditators, it is supposed to be below 14 if you do the meditation properly, and sometimes it can go there as well, right? So mind frequency varies from here to 40 to 0 cycles per second. This is the graph. Now what we do, always the mind is engaged in the materialistic things, worldly things. I see, I talk to you, you listen, and you are in front of computer, and maybe while listening the lecture itself, you may be having a breakfast, so you are eating as well. So you do so many things, all are with mind is focused outside, right? And that is what our mind has been doing it since birth. Now in this meditation, the speciality of Kundalini Yoga is what? The purpose of yoga is, the other end of the mind is divine. If you see here, this is the mind and divinity at a frequency of 0. But if you see this 0, see, I am dead. It is of no use to live of the frequency. So 0 frequency, I am dead in this world. I don't need to go to in this world. The total is of the frequency to 0 frequency. I don't need to go to 0 frequency. Yes, 1, 2, 3 cycles per second. Theta state. Is total.
Sir, there is a disturbance, sir.
Sorry, sir, you are hearing?
That's a disturbance.
Fine. Oh, is it? From me, actually?
Yes, sir, because it was just repeating.
Oh,
now, okay,
really?
go ahead. Now, go ahead, sir.
Okay, fine. So, the other end of the mind is divinity, and normally we operate in this range and we work through the world. And what the speciality of our meditation is, for example, Bhakti Yoga, they say, the moment you see the God, the mind has to become one with the divinity. The mind has to jump from here to there, total surrender. That means our mind is surrendered to the God. If somebody comes and cut my left hand, wow, God, everything is God. Super. That's it. I have no regret. I have no complaint. I have no second thought. If that can be done, still the purpose is achieved, right? But it is very difficult to take it there. So Maharishi has identified in between there are many steps, not one step, many steps. But the major stoppage, major petrol station where we have to stop there, take some energy, understand better, prepare ourselves for the next journey to continue to reach this stage is life force. So that is a life force which is in between mind and divinity. Now, divinity manifested as life force and life force manifested as mind. So now what we are going to do in our Kundalini meditation, the speciality of our meditation is, instead of jumping from here to there, you focus your mind first, the life force, the Akash particle within me, step 1. Now when I do the step 1, I come below this range, but I jump here and be there. Above 14 also I go there, but I come this road also, right? This is called Agna meditation. What do? You ask your mind to observe the life force at Agna. Now the next stage is we rise the energy from Agna to Thuriyam. In Thuriyam, what we do? Permanently we are in this range below 14 cycles per second and go intermittently down 8 also. Now when you keep doing Thuriyam meditation, initially at Agna, mind was observing life force. In Thuriyam, the mind is moved from here to here and mind and life force become one. Here I am observing. Here also actually I am observing. But I kill that thought. I am observing. No, I am not as observing. I am the life force. I am the life force. That's all. Not I am observing the life force. I am the life force. That should be the thought. That should be the ideal target we need to achieve when you do this Thuriya meditation. Now, from Thuriya meditation, both together, my mind and my consciousness, my energy, both together, I am going to move to the state of divinity. That is the Thuriyatheeth meditation. Now again, here to reach this stage in between Agna and Turiyam. So here 5 stages are there. 5 steps are not stages. Step 1, step 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you reach that state of divinity. Absolutely, you will be able to realize it 100% there. Unless we prepare ourselves in Turiyam 100%, you may feel, you may not feel, and all that are there. The moment you realize this, it is a bliss. Nobody can explain what is bliss. Nobody can explain what is the taste of even a mango. It is sweet, but sweet, thousands of variety of sweets are there. Degree of sweetness is different in each mango. I can't explain even a simple mango. How can I explain the feelings of becoming one with the divinity? Unless I experience it, I can't explain it, right? So now I need to move together. These two go there. How to do that? 5 steps are there, right? Now, so I already explained the Thuriyatheeth meditation, the specialities. We go through the life force particle. And earlier days, some other spiritual masters, they used to tell Thuriyatheeth means Thuriyam plus Atita. Atita means more and more and more in Sanskrit. Atit means increased in quantity, increase in quantity. If I can practice Thuriyam for 2 hours and every day 5 times or 3 times or continuously for 10 years, 20 years, I will be able to reach the state of divinity. Of course, it is correct. It is a true statement. Why Thuriyam? Even if I think of my Mooladhara, I should be able to reach the state of divinity in Mooladhara. Absolutely no doubt in that. So, but it is difficult. So, Maharishi, as a mother, he wants us to have a comfortable journey with very, very, very little difficulty and enjoy the bliss, right? So, he has given the wonderful technique of that, not only just doing Thuriyam, another 5 steps to reach that absolute space. Now, as I said, gateway to divinity. Now, the 5 stages of meditation, which we felt here, Agna is feeling. Then rising is Thuriya meditation. And the 3rd stage is expanding, dissolving, and freezing. So these 3 alone, all 3 are in that Thuriyatheeth meditation above Thuriyam. So how we do it? Let us now we are meditating at Thuriyam. We have to expand to the absolute space beyond all the universe which is there, right? So 1 feet above, as I said, is a magnetic field body. So first rise it above. Dvada Sangam means, Dua means 2. Dasa means 10. Angam means part of my body. So Dua to Dasa 10, 10 plus 2, 12, 12 inches, which is 1 feet from my body, still belongs to my body because my magnetism is there. So first I rise to Dvada Sangam, which is 1 feet above my head. Not only my head, throughout the body it is there. So, but we need to go higher and higher. So we go from here, and this is the gateway to divinity. So we go from here to Dvada Sangam. That is the first expansion, expanding, right? The first stage of expansion is to Dvada Sangam. The second stage of expansion from the earth 2,25,000 miles away there, moon. Go up with your energy and consciousness. Go up. Like a jet, you are in a jet and the jet is moving up. And now I reach the moon. Assume that it is a full moon, how it will look like. And you are seeing the full moon on one side. No, you become one with the full moon all around that, right? You meditate there for a minute. And then you go further up to the sun, 9 crore miles away from us. So you are traveling 9 crore miles, and now you become one with the sun. Jump into the sun. You are sun now. Your energy, consciousness become one with the sun's energy, right? So sun, you are meditating at sun for 1 minute. Now, keeping the sun as a center, now so far we have been expanding on one vertical direction. When you reach the sun, you expand in all directions, not just 8 directions, up, down, everywhere, right? Because around the sun, we have solar system, 9 planets. So you cross the solar system. That itself occupies 300 crores of miles. So now you crossed 300 crores of miles away from sun. Now Earth will look like a dust. Now go, expand, 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 expand. Now we are crossing our galaxy, Milky Way galaxy. Now our sun itself is a dust because it's not visible. And how far the Milky Way galaxy is there? You put 10, 23 cybers. If you put 23 cybers, zeros, and then that many kilometers away from us, it will take some millions of light years to go there. Actually. Okay. So now we cross our Milky Way galaxy. Like that, millions of galaxies are there around it. So expand, 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 expand. My God, our galaxy, Milky Way galaxy itself is not at all visible when you cross that stage. How much you expand, that much we go close to the divinity, that much we are successful in this materialistic world. If I can't expand my mind to that level, still I will be upset if somebody doesn't call me, or if somebody calls me and doesn't ask, how are you? I can be upset because my consciousness is very limited to this particular body level requirement, needs, right? I have to keep on expanding, 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 expanding. Now, once you reach that entire universal magnetic field, all stars become a dust. Now, what is there? Only Akash particles are there. Everywhere you see 360-degree, only Akash particles are there. That is the universal field. Meditate there for 5 minutes. That is the complete expanding. So, feeling, rising, now expanding from here, 5 steps. One is Dwada Sangam, moon, third is sun, fourth is universal field, and the fifth expansion is coming out of universal field. Beyond the universal field and surrounding the universal field is absolute space, infinite in size. It has no limit at all. Keep on there. At least absolute space, the universal field has a limit, 4%. The remaining is unlimited, right? Infinite. So now you go to the absolute space where nothing is there, complete darkness, no activity there. And if I have half kg of salt, and if I put that salt in the any swimming pool or any water, it will dissolve. Now I jump into the absolute space. My feet is gone, dissolved. My leg is dissolved. My waist is dissolved. Stomach is dissolved. Chest is dissolved. Shoulder is dissolved. Hands are dissolved. Neck dissolved. I don't have below neck nothing. Now only I have my head. Now my head is also dissolved. Now I am also dissolved. Nothing is there. Emptiness, state of emptiness. No thought. That is the pure state of absolute space. Meditating at absolute space. It is highly possible to reach that stage. If I can reach that stage of absolute space where no thought, I am gone, I am dead, I am not there at all, right? Nothing is there. Nothing is there. You don't know what happened actually. The time flies. There you have to meditate for 5 minutes. Even you can meditate for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, half an hour there. I have asked Krishna Kumar to make a recording, not make a recording, increase the time difference, increase the time. Normal voice of any recording, any meditation, 30 minutes meditation, Thuriyatheeth meditation, we spend 5 minutes and at the universal field, 5 minutes absolute space. So I asked Krishna Kumar to give me two, send me two. 10 minutes in universal field, 10 minutes in absolute space, and 15 minutes in absolute space also. So it will take up to, I think, 38-minute meditation and 33 meditation, 33 and 48-minute meditation. That is a deep meditation. You try to spend more time in absolute space, and in equally this is also important for materialistic life. So there also you meditate longer time. The moment you finish that absolute space meditation, then you slowly come back to universal magnetic field. Think of the entire universe, then shrink down to sun, then moon, and then Dwada Sangam, and then Turiyam. Every 15 seconds, everyone 15 seconds, 15 seconds, 15 seconds. Now in Turiyam, actually in Dwada Sangam, stay there for a little more time, and then Turiyam. Now it is very important, we always miss it. The moment you come to Turiyam, you spread the meditation energy and feel that energy throughout the body, that then only I can get rid of my hereditary diseases. If that pure energy which I went up to absolute space and came, I brought some energy from there. I brought alva from my home. That alva, unless I eat, I no use. It come to my home, but I don't eat. Exactly same. If I don't feel that meditation energy throughout the body, whenever you do Thuriyatheeth meditation, feel that energy for 1 minute. In actually, strictly speaking, if you do meditation based on Maharishi's voice in YouTube, 1 minute gap is there for that feeling. So feel that meditation energy and then conclude the meditation. That is how we do this Thuriyatheeth meditation, right? How to do it? You know it. Imagination is very important. What you imagine, yes, you become. Your energy goes there, right? And so you all know that, right? To the Sangam, moon, sun, solar system, Milky Way, galaxy, millions of galaxies, and then finally absolute space, and then reverse from 9 to 1. That's all. Okay. Now there is a question for you, all of you, to write your answer in the chat box. Can we realize the divinity at absolute space? When you meditate at absolute space, can we realize the divinity? Yes or no? That's all. Please put your comments there. Can we realize the divinity at absolute space? Just put your comments in the chat box. Yes, 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 no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, yes. Okay, great. I'm going to just to read it to you one of the Maharishi's poem. It's a great poem. Of course, it is in Tamil. I have translated in English. No worries. The heading of the song, heading of the poem says, "We can't realize divinity." That's all. Actually, the heading is doesn't say like that. The heading says, "Why we can't realize the divinity at absolute space at Thuriyatheeth meditation." Okay, why we cannot realize the divinity at Thuriyatheeth meditation? That's what it says, and the reason and the translation or the key essence of that poem is this. Now, the divinity is complete in all respect. In Sanskrit, it is called Purnam. Everything is inside. And it is static. No movement at all. No dynamism at all. No energy at all. Sorry, no activity at all. Which cannot be realized by senses. So he says, when you meditate at that absolute space, you can't realize the presence of divinity. Why? That was the first line or the title. Now, what is the sensual feeling? What do you mean by feeling first? For example, if I have a ball, if I have a ball, and if I throw the ball on the wall, the ball comes back. And if I throw it on the top, and the ball comes back. And if I throw it through this window in front of me, it doesn't come back because nothing is there to hit it, and this ball fall down on the ground because it is outside, open area there, right? So if I throw it, if nothing is there to obstruct the ball will not come back. But if I throw it here, there is a wall and it blocks it, it obstructs it, and it comes back to me, right? Exactly similar thing is happening through my senses. When I see the computer now, the biomagnetism goes from my eyes as a light wave, and it goes, and the computer screen obstructs it and gets reflected to my eyes. Now, whatever computer screen is there, only that much portion is obstructed. The remaining portion of my biomagnetism goes out of this computer screen and reaches that particular window, and window is obstructing, and from window it comes back. That is why I am able to see computer screen as a computer screen, and beyond that there is a window which is obstructing my biomagnetism. And if there is no window, and by beyond that window nothing is there, only sky is there, then only okay, in sky also there are some clouds are there. So I am able to see the cloud as a blue color because my magnetism goes up to the cloud and comes back, obstructing there and comes back. I am able to feel it. Now, not only objects, even if I close my eyes and if I think of moon, unless moon is there, I will not be able to feel the moon. because there is a moon. The moment I think of a moon, I know where is a moon. My biomagnetism goes there up to the moon. Moon is blocking it, and that magnetism is getting reflected and coming back here. I am able to feel the moon. Yes, now I am meditating on moon because the biomagnetism gets obstructed by any object which comes back to me. It is sensed. It is sensed by my organ. So that is how senses are working. So the sensual feeling is the reflection of our biomagnetism, which goes from my senses, from the object. So that is how I feel it. Now, if I touch the wall, I feel. And if I touch here, I have a different feeling. Why? My biomagnetism goes from my palm and goes there, gets reflected in a soft way. Whether here from the wall, little harder way. So that my skin is able to feel the difference between the reflection, the quantity of reflection. So I am able to feel the difference. Oh, this is very soft, that is very hard, right? So that is the second point. And the third point, now when I think of absolute space, there nothing is there to obstruct my biomagnetism. When there is nothing to obstruct, if I throw the ball, when nothing is there, ball goes out there. It goes to the ground, right? It is not there. Now, my biomagnetism, when I think of absolute space, where nothing is there, then what happened is my biomagnetism become one with absolute space. It merges there. It cannot come back because nothing is there to obstruct it. When the biomagnetism doesn't come back, there is a mind. Mind is not there because biomagnetism goes there and doesn't come back. Mind doesn't know anything. That is why when we meditate at absolute space, my biomagnetic energy become one, merged with absolute space. There is nothing to obstruct it, nothing to come back to me to feel what it is. So I can't feel the presence of divinity in absolute space because nothing there to obstruct it. That is what the poem says. Now our biomagnetism gets merged with that absolute space. It cannot return back to us, so we can't realize it. The moment we know this truth, now you start practicing this Thuriyatheeth meditation. People say that, yeah, I felt it, sir, it was very nice. Yeah, it will be very nice, but you are not at absolute space. You are in the frequency of maybe 4, 5, 3, 2, maybe not absolute space. In absolute space, I am not there. Where is the feeling? Where is my thought? Where is my nothing there? State of nothing. That is the state I need to increase the time gap between the thoughts or between the feelings in absolute space. That is the real 100%, the 100% success when you do this meditation. Okay. Now, reasons why I am not getting this Thuriyatheeth meditation. One is Thuriyam, I am not good at Thuriyam. For when I do meditation at Thuriyam, mind and life force should be one. If that is not one at the Thuriyam, then Thuriyatheeth will not come. Because here itself, mind is separate, life force is separate. So which will go there? Only mind will go there. And life force will not go there. So that is a problem of energy. So then the effectiveness of my Thuriyatheeth meditation will not be good. So if I don't get Thuriyatheeth meditation, for example, then let me practice Thuriyam meditation for 2 months continuously. You become one with life force. You are not even thinking that you are observing life force at Thuriyam. Possible. It is possible. And we must to reach that stage. Then you practice Thuriyatheeth meditation. Bliss. What is bliss? You will be able to feel that bliss. Okay. So that's the first one. The second one is sublimation. Sublimation is the eligibility for perfection, for self-realization, for divine realization. What is sublimation? The sublimation is the result of introspection. What is introspection? Knowing what is my plus and what is minus. And then removing the negativity and strengthening the positivity is the introspection. So when I can remove all my negative character, only positive character like love, compassion, forgiveness, equanimity. If I can carry all that positive quality in me, there is no hatred, there is no anger, irritation, confusion, agitation, worry, fear, nothing, no, all that negativity, only positivity is there. Then, yes, I cross the stage of sublimation. But the sublimation, there are 6 important characters I need to pass. that is greedy, anger, immoral sexual passion, inferiority superiority complex, vengeance, and miserliness or too much of attachment. Now, all these six temperaments, I have to transform anger into patience, greedy into contentment, and immoral sexual passion into chastity, vengeance into forgiveness, inferiority superiority complex into equanimity, and too much of attachment or miserliness into charity. If I can't transform all these negative traits or negative qualities of me to the positive one, I can't cross that stage of sublimation to perfection. What is this? No, don't don't think wrongly. Unless I practice, unless I achieve sublimation, I can't go to, I can't realize the divinity. No, it is the eligibility for 100%. Now, if I practice Thuriyatheeth meditation, I can achieve sublimation in a faster way also. Sublimation helps to achieve realization. Realization helps to achieve sublimation. Both are interlinked. It is as if like one driver, one one chef has come from India for a job in a hotel, and the hotel said, "No, I don't have a job." Then he said that, "Okay, I will work somewhere." And then when he was a driver in India, so he got the driving license. Now he wanted to run a taxi. First, he needs some money to run a taxi. So he took some loan. Then he started driving a taxi. In 5 years of time, he owned a taxi. In 10 years of time, he owned 5 taxis. Now he is running a taxi company, travel company in Qatar. First thing, to make money, he needs little money. Unless he had that little money to buy a taxi or to rent a taxi, he can't make more money. Similarly, you practice Thuriyatheetham will help you to achieve sublimation. More you apply sublimation day-to-day life, you will be able to achieve 100% realization when you do practice Thuriyatheetham meditation. So each one is helping other. So we have to get rid of all our negative quality to get Thuriyatheeth meditation 100% effective. The third one is, what is our luggage we are carrying now? How I was grown from my, what is the luggage I have? What is the karma I have? From my parents as well, from me as well. This is a big thing I carry. Oh God, I didn't. I think since last 3 months I didn't take biryani. One luggage is there in my mind. How much unfulfilled desires is the biggest luggage, and then whatever karma which is waiting to manifest is another big luggage, because it is waiting to manifest. And all those karmas I need to purify. I need to kill my ego. I need to remove my illusion. Unless I remove 3 luggages: ego, illusion, karma. Ego, Maya, karma. These three, unless I remove those luggage and throw it away, I can't reach the stage of perfection, right? That was the journey. That was the path which I came through. Now, but unfortunately, we are living by using all the 5 senses to 100% capacity, because animals live like that. So we always focus our energy, our intelligence, our buddhi, what is required for this physical body. Wow, I need money. I need good home. I need good wife. I need good son. What? Everything to satisfy me, which is here in this body. If the body is not there, I don't need anything, any of that. In fact, the soul has taken this body temporarily to achieve some unfulfilled desire which it carried away from previous birth. That's all. So now we need to have a limit, moderation in this sensual enjoyment. Then only character, that transformation is possible, the sublimation is possible. That means the result of introspection is purification of my mind and my action in terms of thought, word, deed. Whatever I think, whatever I speak, whatever I do, it should not harm anybody. Virtuous way of life is the result of all our spiritual learnings. Unless I follow morality, duty, charity, the spiritual practice will not give me 100% benefit. The spiritual practice is given to us to apply this knowledge of following virtuous way of life on day-to-day affairs. So we need to follow that morality, duty, charity. If I don't do it, my mind is not pure. My action is not pure. Then I am going back in my journey in front of moving forward towards the divinity. So I need to move forward. I need to progress in my life day by day, year by year. If I don't follow it, I will not be able to make progress for sure. Though it looks like I am progressing, like getting a promotion, getting a lottery, or getting any. No, one day I am going to, go back there. And we always have to remember we carry 800 million years of animal imprints within us. It is not that easy to cross this. So we have to put more effort to overcome it. Oh, I didn't get time. When I get time, I will do meditation. Yeah, then the fate is very powerful. The fate decided to do something at the age of 45 and it is working towards it day and night every time. Whenever I want to do exercise, no, 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 I will do it tomorrow. Ah, fate is so powerful. I am not powerful. I become slave to my fate. I become slave to those animal imprints. And now what happens is that imprints are trying to manifest according to their strength. Now I have no strength. I'm not able to do, after all, even I am not able to do meditation every day. Finished. So I need to put more effort if somebody is not able to practice any good things in their life, like meditation, like exercise, like anger control, anything you think you are not able to practice it, your destiny is strongly driving you to that stage. It is not allowing you to follow the good ones. Okay, now what are the benefits? There are 15 benefits of doing this meditation, just becoming one with the divinity. That is, of course, the ultimate purpose of this meditation. The second one is the result of that is love. I need to exhibit love day and night with everyone, with everything. Even if it is a small ant or my auntie, whoever it is, I need to exhibit love. Whether if somebody is following what I ask or somebody is dead against what I ask, immaterial, I have to show love. This meditation, more time you spend in absolute space, the state of nothingness, or even the state of universal field, all the cells in my body are reprinted by superimposition with different things. Now it will keep changing. It will keep changing. That is why the hereditary imprints are changed. Not only to cut the hereditary diseases, even to habit of my grandfather. If I inherited, I can cut it out from my life. That can happen if we can practice this meditation. And expansion of mind. When you expand to the universal magnetic field, think somebody who is working like a clerk in a collectorate office, and how collector is thinking, how the clerk is thinking. Clerk will think in a very limited way to the table, what paper he gets it and what paper he has to evaluate it and what paper he has to pass it for higher signature. District collector is thinking about the entire district. Even if the clerk doesn't come at 8 o'clock, he will not bother. Work is important. That's it. What time he comes, it is okay for me. As long as he does the work, I don't care. So district collector level is little bigger and bigger and bigger. And if I have to become one with the God, and God is taking care of everything, I have to expand that level. So that universal field, the meditation, helps a lot. So not only spiritually, materialistically, that gives success in all walks of life. Moderation in our pleasures and dissolution of ego. Ego is I and mine, aggressiveness and possessiveness. As long as I have this ego, I will find fault, I will complain, I will criticize, I will be upset, hatred, anger, agitation, irritation, arguing, opposing, rejecting, commanding, dictating. Everything is a result of ego. Ego should get dissolved 100%. Then only I can become one with the divinity, right? And the five major sins like lie, theft, cunning, rape, murder. These five things are out of six bad temperaments, like which we discussed: greedy, anger, immoral sexual passion, inferiority, superiority complex, vengeance, and miserliness. All these six bad temperaments will create these five sins. So these five major sins, I should never do it because it will take you to another birth for sure. Seventh one is I have to, when I do this meditation, I have a one glass of poison, I put it in the ocean, ocean is not at all affected. But my poison is out from my body, right? And that is a effect happening in me when I do Thuriyatheeth meditation. All my negative imprints are gets purified, cleansed. When I keep doing this meditation, it happens at a very slow, low level. So unless I practice it for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, so it will purify our Sanchita karma. And I need to see everything as God. Everything, everyone is God. That is what all that great sages had it. And if I don't see like it, I am in illusion. I am in Maya. The moment I am in illusion, I create ego. The moment I create ego, I create negative imprint because I do sin. That's it. As simple as that. So the way I look at the world is very important. Everything is manifestation of God. Okay. And hereditary diseases, we can stop it. And I can be in awareness state so that I don't do any immoral thing now. I don't harm anybody now. So that awareness, state of awareness, perspicacity is raising my intelligence to the state of divinity, the total consciousness or cosmic consciousness. I have to raise my consciousness to that level, and that is perspicacity. How much I have elevated, enlightened my consciousness to the total consciousness. Then you will think like a God all the time. And whatever problems we have, you will be able to find a solution for it. The moment you are in the range 1 to 3 cycles per second frequency, solution is available there, right? And not only is finding solution to the problem, you can achieve anything, whatever you wanted in your life. So success in all walks of life, that comes because you are in the range of 1 to 3. You don't know what to do if wife wants one kilo of gold in a shop, for example. She's adamant in wanting 1 kilo of gold. Unless you go to that frequency, you don't know what is the best thing to do, right? And if one person in a family does this meditation, because the genetic center is within the family members are connected in a divine way, it is a divine relationship, the benefit goes to all because it is recorded. Whether they know it or not, it is recorded. So that is the power of this meditation. And the 15th one is the liberation from the cycle of birth. Not only I enjoy the bliss now for 2 years and then go back to the animal mode. No, complete the continuation of lineage is stopped here. Cycle is broken. Then I become one with the divine, right? Now there is a poem. What is to be done next? What is the next after learning the meditation? There is a poem, and I translated loosely with my limited knowledge in English. Now this is the translation of the first part of the poem. What it says: the Thuriyatheeth meditation, the pure infinite state, elevated my consciousness from indulging in pleasure and pain by sensual assessment through volume, distance, time, and force, to get merged with the divinity. I will explain in part. Now, most of the people, they have never experienced beyond pain and pleasure. How pain and pleasure is measured? Through senses. And how senses are doing it? Anything I see, it does a calculation. What is the size of it? What is the speed of it? How far it is away from me and what time it is doing it? Anything you see, whatever, the science is based on these 4 dimensions. If anything doesn't fit into these 4 dimensions, science cannot proceed anything on it, right? The moment somebody is selling apple, there is a size for it. There is a color for it. There is a character in it. All that measurement, assessment is this in this earthly life, materialistic world. The senses are using that. Unless I go beyond these dimensions of volume, distance, time, force, I can't realize the imperceptible, invisible divinity in me. Because it is invisible. I have to reduce my frequency to that level, right? So the Thuriyatheeth, the pure, infinite state, absolute space, elevated my consciousness from pleasure and pain to get merged with divinity. To get merged with divinity. So what should I do now? I will not sin anymore. What should I do? Ini pali puriyen. That means I will not do any sin from now on. Purindavai kalaindain will cleanse or will remove my past sins or will purify my past sins. Whatever sins I acquired, I have to cleanse it. I will not do new sin. I will cleanse my existing. Then realized the divinity. Irainilai unarndhen. Then the next word is inaindhen. I become one with it. It means divinity. Not only I realized divinity in the phone or my wife, I become one with it. That is the second one. And the third one is I got fulfilled. Where is the problem for me? Fulfilled. Whatever happens to me, whatever is happening now, everything I am 100% happy because I become one with it. There is no difference. The moment you see a difference, Dvaita. Advaita is one, right? Dvaita comes in. So the moment Dvaita comes in, you are in a problem because I comes out. Somebody asked a great sage, Sir, Swamiji, I want peace. What to do? Remove I. Peace is there. Want peace is there. I want peace. Remove I. Ego. Ego is out. You become one. So I become one with it and I got fulfilled. That means now on, I will utilize my energy, body, and spirit morally, virtually to perform my duties with enlightenment. I will perform my duties, he could have finished, but he says with enlightenment. What do you mean? Why he used the word enlightenment after my duties? I will perform my duty with enlightenment. He has written in another poem in which he says that you have to perform your duty by considering everyone as divinity. Everything, everyone is divine. Now you treat, no, she's not my wife, she's God. Now will you shout at her? If you can treat everyone and do your duty now, then where is the question of conflict there? Where is the question of agitation there? Where is the question of ego there? Nothing, because she is also God. So that is how you have to perform your duties with enlightenment. And that is what I should do it if I can, if I practice this meditation continuously. So with this, I conclude today's lecture about Thuriyatheeth meditation. And then if you have any doubts, any questions, we will go for it. Thank you. Thank you so much.